Hey everyone, hope you're all doing great. I am Partharu, Events and Program Manager for Microsoft Reactor. And yes, welcome to our another episode today with our MVP Rajendra Ongole. But before we start our today's event, let's go through our code of conduct. We are all here to learn together, participate together. So please be respectful of other people's views, understanding the differences, be kind and considerate in a way we all engage. Yes, we do encourage you all to participate. Please drop all your questions in a comment section and we'll pick it up from there. I would not like to delay further. Now, I would like to invite our MVP Rajendra Ongole. Hey, hi Rajendra, how are you doing?
Hi Parth. Hi. I'm doing good. How are you?
All well, all great.
Yeah.
Today's session, I think this is the second episode and it sounds really exciting.
Yes. It's a very good topic, and where the trending is like a real-time analytics made easy with Microsoft Fabric. So we are going to discuss, and we will see some of the deep down analysis how we will try to use in real-time analytics with some of the data sets which has been provided by Microsoft. Yeah.
Perfect, Rajendra. The floor is all yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Pat. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are located. Warm wishes from my side. And today's topic, as I said, real-time analytics made easy with Microsoft Fabric. So real-time analytics in the sense, real-time intelligence, the naming standard. So how we are going to make use of it, like in a day-to-day environment, how we are going to see the minute by minute wise analysis. Those are all we will discuss on this topic. And if you have any queries, don't hesitate. Please post it in the chat so that I can take it up at the end of the session. And before moving on to the agenda and some of the details of this, I'll just try to give a brief about myself. I'm Rajendra Ongole, Microsoft Data Platform MVP on both Power BI and Microsoft Fabric, and I'm one of the super user at Microsoft Fabric community and MCT as well. And if you want to get in touch with me, on the right hand side, you can see my social networking sites, Rajendra Ungal LinkedIn, and I started writing the blogs, dataanalyticgroup.com. You can find me there and you can chat with me if you have any queries on this topic or any other want to discuss on the like Microsoft Fabric related things. And before, don't without hesitating, let's move on to the agenda. As I said, real-time intelligence in Microsoft Fabric, what it is and what kind of an architecture we are going to follow, and what are the characteristics of real-time analytics, data analytics solutions. So what are the ways, maybe we know, like we will follow some ETL stand, but here coming to this real-time analytics, what are the ways or what are the challenges we are going to take it up, and characteristics. So I will showcase to you how we are going to inject the data if you are working on the real-time data source systems, like maybe if you are working on IoTs as per the industry norms, IoT devices, the extractions, or maybe if you are following with the traffic related, sensor related, and so on, how we are going to inject the data, and what are the ways to store and query the real-time data. So there is a separate, a specific language name called Custo query language. So I will just try to give it to you, and also, well, I'm going to file a few of the queries, and we'll see the output, how much time it is going to take time, and it's going to showcase output as well. And next topic is how we are going to visualize the real-time analytics, so real-time data after data extraction. So again, we are going for data visualization. There is no other tool. We are going to make use of Power BI tool. So how it has been integrated with the real-time intelligence, and where we are going to navigate from real-time that particular window to this Power BI, I'm going to showcase to you there. And finally, if you have any queries, I'm take it at the end, and please post it. And if you have, I mean, like just follow, or maybe if you are parallelly doing the work, whoever having the Microsoft Fabric trial releases, just follow the similar process what I'm currently doing. Without hesitating, as I say, just dig down to this, what is real-time data analytics. So real-time data in analytics or real-time intelligence is an end-to-end platform where we are going to do few of the steps. Please keep in mind, First, we need to inject the data, whatever the source we are going to extract it. Next, we are going to process it. So the different ways to get it processed, the data, like a cleanse the data by using some of the inbuilt transformations, we will process it. And then we can start analyzing the data by using question query languages. So whatever the data, as I mentioned here, it is going to, if you want to read it, a weather sensor report, or as Microsoft, they're providing Microsoft Fabric, they're providing few of the sample data sets like bikes and yellow taxis related. We will try to play with this, the streaming data source systems as well. And here, what are the ways to track the particular information? So what are the, how we are going to process the concern, that particular information? So what are the process to showcase the live interaction of the visualizations too? So if you are extracting the data from an real time, from the event stream and event houses, warehouses part. Coming to this architecture, if you're observing the left hand side, so previously we will use to get connect some of the Postman API connectors and some third party connectors if you want to pull some live data source systems. But here, by default, whenever if you are getting working on the real-time intelligence, some of the by default data sources that are available, like Azure Web Services, Azure related data cloud environments, and so on, and also many more live source systems, it will be get it configured. We can import it via event stream is one approach. I can showcase to you two ways to get it extract the data. So first, I'm going to showcase to you the event house is something like where we are going to store the data, and as well as we can start querying the data too by using Custo query language. But what about the event stream? If you're observing the event stream, we have to get inject the passing, the data has to be get visible to you, that is just injection of the data in the event stream. So where it is going to store, for complete thing, the pillar should be on one lake. You can see in the down one lake, so we can get it extract the real-time source systems. So I'm going to showcase to you where the real-time hub, it is has been incorporated on Fabric environment. And also what is the language if you want to get it execute with, or else maybe if you want to do some transformations, what is the language? There is a Custo KQL query set, we are going to call it Custo query set. There we are going to write some of the statement KQL statements to transform it, to make it as an few required columns. What are the number of records that we are going to hold? What is the last 24 records that has been get added to our data set, and so on? I'm going to showcase to by using KQL language. So finally, the motto should be something like we will analyze it and we will perform the data transformations inside the house, event house, and finally we can try to visualize it as well. So from Power BI application, we can link it up, we can pin the visualization in the form of a dashboard, and even we can try to set the alert mechanism too. So here we are going to follow 6 important activities. We will inject the data and we will process it, and we are going to analyze the data by using these event houses, and we can start visualizing the data by using Power BI, and also we will monitor the data as well. So we will monitor how the data looks like and so on. And finally, we can set an alert mechanism. Suppose if your data has been set a point, if it has been exceeded that particular value, we will set it some automatic alerters by using data activators. So I'm going to showcase to you how it is going to get it incorporated and so on. But before moving on to the hands-on experience, I'll just try to give a few more glimpses on the theoretical part, and then we will walk you on through this practical part. So here, the characteristics, if you are observing the ingestion part, as I said, a lot of source systems, it will be get connected. So if you are working with the streaming source systems, like maybe if you are working in this batch processing analysis, or maybe if you are working on session based analysis, we can try to get it extract, import it via different ways. Even it will be get supported from the one lake hub as well. From one lake, it will be get loaded, and also we can make sure that that particular data should be visible to you on the real-time source systems part. And coming to this, on a few more analytics part, immediate insights. So what is this immediate insights or advanced analytics? Maybe if you want to see the quick insights, so whoever familiar with Power BI. Once we complete the report development, we can see the some quick insights like that. Suppose if you want to see the quick or else immediate decisions by taking by using this simple data set, we can see the quick insights, immediate insights as well for the quick analysis, or else even we can try to create in the form of a dashboards from the quick insights or immediate insights too. After that, we will have few more important characteristics like automation part. As I said, we can configure alert mechanism. Suppose if that particular value is meeting the condition, we can set it as an alert. We can send it that alert notification in three ways by using, like we can send an email, or also we can also configure with MS Teams. And also if we want to analyze an advanced, maybe I want to do some more advanced analytics, I can try to configure it via notebooks as well. So these configurations I'm going to showcase to you in a practical approach. First of all, how we are going to inject. So as I said, I'm going to open a Fabric web browser, and from there, any of the dedicated workspace I'm going to get created. And we have an option name called Event House, or maybe we can see as per the Microsoft Fabric, they will change the naming conventions. I mean, that particular personas time to time. So just try to showcase to you how we are going to get it configure the event house and what are the ways to get it pull the data into this. I mean, like this particular real-time analytics as well. So here I'm going to work with few of the streaming source systems which has been provided by Microsoft. That is a stock market, and one is the example, first example, and the another way of extraction is first I'm going to create a event house, and from there I'm going to call any one of the new event stream analytics as well. So I'm going to create another source system to get it extract, that is bicycle related streaming source systems as well. So two use cases I'm going to showcase to you, and also I'm going to perform the few of the data transformations inside of it. And finally I'm going to get it create two new tables onto your, I mean, that particular KQL database. We are going to query some of the I mean the statements, I mean like a KQL statements on your quickstroke query set programming interface. Fine. So let me showcase to you how the environment looks like. Give me a minute. As I said, we can get connect from app.powerbi.com and just try to cross verify that dedicated workspace is already available. If not, try to create a dedicated workspace. And also if you want to play with real-time analytics, just try to cross verify if you are working on the Fabric trial account or not. If you're observing, I'm currently configured with the Fabric trial account, and I can start creating the new workspace as well. Let me create a new workspace as a part of our learning, giving the name as real time data demo. And whoever not having this, just how to get it enable this Fabric trial account, just log into their credentials and go to the admin portal. From there, just try to check the Fabric environment and try to configure it. So you can see here trial version I'm using, capacity, apply a new workspace I have created. So how we are going to get start with this Fabric? So first we need to get inject the data. So Microsoft, they are providing few of the sample source systems, sample streaming data source. So we are going to get connect to it. So how we are going to do that? So say here, once you created the workspace real-time data demo, you can see the three horizontal ellipse button and just try to configure the real-time hub. So from here, we can try to get it extract the data. As I said, the first data should be something like stock market analysis. So see here on the left hand side, you can see all the data source system, all the streaming data source system. And maybe if the particular streaming source system is which you already worked, you can see it here. And if you want to get connect to the new data source system here, as I said, we can see all the source systems which we can try to inject the data into the event stream source systems as well. So here, as I said, if you can little go down, few of the sample source systems that providing. So as I said, we are going to work with the creation of stock market analysis. So we can see some of the fields, live data feeds as per the stock market. Let's try to connect to the stock market analysis. After that, I'm going to showcase to the bicycle rental agreement as well. So whenever, if you can start creating the new real-time analytics, if you can see here on the left hand side, configure, review plus connect, these are the steps we are going to follow. New source, try to give it a proper naming convention, stock details, that is the source name I'm providing. And still, if you want to get it, configure this event stream, streaming source system, which we are trying to inject the stock market details, we can try to rename it also. So instead of naming it as an new event stream, let me rename it as an stock stream, stock data stream new. So here we can see the next step, review plus connect. So from where to where we are trying to load it. So we are giving the workspace name, real-time data demo, and source type is the stock market, which is already available, the streaming source system from Microsoft. And we are giving the name, the streaming source name as a stock data stream. And we'll just try to connect to that stock data. It will take some time as per the network speed and bandwidth. So you can see here, what are the tasks we are trying to complete? Create event stream successfully connected and create source stream connected. That particular stock market details has been connected. So from here, you can finish it and navigate to the stream source system, that is the stock market, or we can also get it open from this open event stream. So it will get open a new browser from here. On the left hand side, if you're observing, this is the event stream from this particular real-time data demo workspace. So currently the source we have get it configure, that is a live data, and you can see the data format in the form of JSON file. And when the last refresh, and currently that detailed view, this is the streaming data, which is an active stage. Fine. So how we are going to get it, load this particular information into the event house. So as I said, we just extracted the data from an event stream. We need to store this information in an event house, which is one more component that we have in Microsoft Fabric. So we just extracted via event stream only. So let's try to load this data in an event house. So how we are going to do that? So it's a completely live data. So from here, you can see the live. From here, we can try to get it configure that destination as well. Let me showcase to you from this edit. As I said, we can start getting addition of the destination, or if you want to perform some more transformation on this live data, we can perform the data transformations too. We can do some processing like joins. I'm going to showcase to you in another example how I'm going to do the join, the group by operations and so on with another example. So from here we can get it configure the destinations too. So see here, add the destination. Maybe you want to store this information in the lake house, we can store it, or you want to store this information on the event house, we can get it stored in the event house too. But here, why you are trying to store in the event house means, my agenda is I just want to showcase to you where this data will be get stored and what type of a queries we can try to write it by using KQL language, KQL, Kusto query set language. So I'm just trying to showcase to you. So instead of creating the event house from here, we can do that from here too. I will try to showcase to another approach. So let me navigate back to the workspace, real-time data demo. The same event house, we can get it visible to you on this new items. Click on this. As I said, event, you can see here event stream is not there. As per the previous versions, we can see the event stream as well, but as per the new changes, event house is visible to you. Whenever if you can get start with any real-time data source system, we can get it from here. Event house, give the name to this, stock event house, I given new event house I'm trying to create. So if you're observing, we can see the pop-up with some knowledge sharings as well. So currently, if you're observing, this is the event house name, KQL database, which is completely empty. It's an empty base. So from here, we can get add the data, like in Power BI we will see the get data. The similar way we can see an option get data here. We can get see the add the data, like as I said, multiple ways we can get it, extract the live data source systems. If you're observing all the source systems, maybe the local files, OneDrive and Azure storage, event streams and so on. And here this particular area, event house storage, so how much size you are trying to get it extract, what is the compressed size, we can, it will be visible to you here. And the storage, I'm just explaining the front end view which you are currently observing. And the storage resources, so the complete storage resources, it will be get visible to you on this size basis. And even we can try to get it configured to this one lake availability too. So one lake availability in the sense, it's just like an OneDrive, we can get it configure one lake availability feature too. So where the complete workspace, it will be get created, and whatever the live data streaming activities we are performing, the folder, we can observe the detailed analysis from this one lake explorer. Once you can get it configured with this configuration, but by default it is turned off. One lake availability is disabled method only. And if we can go little down, we can see the complete auditing activities. So who has to be performed the last extractions or last query set activities and so on. Complete auditing functionalities we can observe in the down part once the data is visible to you. Currently, I haven't configured anything. It's a completely empty database. So how we are going to get connect to the streaming data, which I have extracted the naming as stock data stream. So to get it extract the stock data, you can see here, get data, event stream. I'm not going to create any new event stream, which is already created. I'm going to use the existing event stream, that is a stock analysis. Click on this, give the name of this stock table name, stock destiny. We have to get it configured from the workspace. So currently I'm in real-time data workspace. Let's try to configure real-time data demo. Event stream, I have created just one event stream, that is stock data stream. Let's try to give the connection. By default, you can see here data connection mode. So this is the currently reference. So let's try to click. So if you're observing, what are the activities we are trying to perform? The left hand side, the source, we are trying to get it configure, and we'll try to inspect the data, like how many number of records or how many number of columns it will be. And finally, the summary view, we can try to visualize in the last part. So let me configure next, and you can see here from where to where we are trying to get it load, and how many number of stock items, I mean like a streaming data, which will get visible to you here. So you can follow the first approach, the current approach, which I'm showcasing to you. Like first we can get start with the event stream, and next we can follow to get create the event house to store the data. And next we are going to process the processed information. We can start doing the analysis using queries, that is KQL language. And the next activity, as I said, we can monitor the information, and still if you want to do a kind of an alert mechanism via data activators, we can do the alert mechanisms too. Let's try to finish it. So this is the complete view. You can see the complete data, time, symbols, structures, I mean like bit prices and so on, last updated date and so on. Let's try to create it. Close. So this particular new table will be get visible to you on the table section. So here the KQL database part, if you're observing at the top, and this is my table, that is the stock destination. This is my table. If you can select it, I can view my table information, and we can also, as I said, we can get it configure the one lake configuration, but by default it is disable. The benefit of using this one lake availability is we can also cross check in our local one lake method, as I said, one lake Microsoft, which is currently is a preview. So fine, let me refresh it one more time. And the queries part, where we are going to get it execute the queries, as I said, this is the query session. Or from here also we can try to get it configure the new KQL set. So we can get it configure, or else we can open the new QuickWell set. So what I will do in the sense, the current data set stock destiny, I'm going to get it query by using some of the statements of by defaultly it is configure. That is a KQL reference guide or KQL conversation, but both are not same. It is not supportive as well. KQL not a supportive language is like SQL. So it is not a native supporting for this functionality. So maybe we can try to showcase the SQL statements also. Maybe the first 100 records, if you want to get it visualized, we can see the first 100 records, and even we can try to observe the last 24 hours record based on SQL statements too. But both are not same. KQL, Kusto query language, and SQL is not same language. But KQL is what I feel in the sense as a part of SQL background. Its statements are very simple and it is a case sensitive. So let me write the first table name, your table name. They are going to provide few of the statements if you're observing. First statement is first 100 records to display. And the second statement, your table plus count number of records. And the next statement is how many number of records has been injected per hour basis. So here we have to provide the table name, that is the stock destination. So let's try to provide stock destination, execute it. You can see the number of records as a set. Another table, I'm just using here, execute 4800. And next, I'm just trying to provide the number of records, how to check. So what is this pipeline operator? Pipeline is two ways we can use it, pipeline operator. This one, first, as a part of KQL, we will use it for the logical references, logical functionality to call the functions. Another one, another approach, another option to use this, or I mean, this pipeline operator is OR operator, which we are already familiar with writing some DAX related. So here, project, whatever it is coming up with the project, or take, take is also a keyword. So where you want to showcase the first 100 records based on this keyword. So I'll just try to use one more, stock destination. Summarize is the function. Let me showcase to you per hour ingestion of the data as well. Fine. So in this way, we can start get it to visualize the data. And also, if you want to get it prepared, some ad hoc visualizations, we can get it prepared via add visualizations, to which I'm currently doing for few of the customers by using this ad hoc quick analysis. Fine. So where we are going to create the dashboard, or else how we are going to prepare a report. So there are two ways I'm going to showcase to you from here. So we can try to pin it in the form of a dashboard by selecting this pin to the dashboard. It will be get open our just similar experience as like dashboard creation. We can prepare it, or by using this particular data set, you want to create a Power BI report. We can get it create a Power BI report as well. Fine. Maybe I want to see an analysis based on a kind of alert mechanism based on like maybe if it is exceeded that particular value, how we are going to get it configure. By using this data activator, we can get it configure set alert mechanism. Like we have to provide some conditions. So here, as per the actions as a set, we can send it as an email, or even we can try to get it configured with our teams. And maybe based on the output, you want to configure to the existing notebooks too. So to do some advanced analysis, we can do it further more analysis. So we can run it in the fabric items as well. So these are the three actions we can get it visible to you. So maybe if there is any I mean, the condition has been exceeded, or else maybe if the condition is lower the value as expected, we can configure in this way. Fine. What I will do in the sense, based on this current data set, I will just try to showcase to you. I will try to pin this analysis into an uh, visualization mode. So let me showcase to you that. Give me a minute. Hope if you have any queries, please post it in the chat and then I can take it to the end. And also just a few queries I have written. Let me execute it last. Few queries I'll just written based on the data set to find out the average asked price. So I have to change the table name. The current table name is stock destination. As I said, it's a case sensitive. and the same fields which is we already holding the bit prices and so on, so which is going to generate average bit time split. So I'm just trying to comment this uh, statement, this particular word. Let's try to execute it. So if you're observing, those are the symbols, company names, NSFT, BMZH, HOVG, and average bit price spread. I want to get it visualize this particular info. We can get it visualize, and still for each and every symbol, if you want to view the JSON code, we can view it little lower down. So if you can see the number of columns and so on here, let me adjust this. You can see it. Each and every line also we can try to expand it and we can see the data. And as I said, we can get it start the data visualizations to prepare ad hoc analysis too. Fine. What I will do in this sense with this query, I want to get it pinned as a new dashboard. Let's try to pin it. I'm creating it as a new dashboard, giving the name as stock analysis top stock average, giving the tile name as average bit price. So open this is the tile, create. So by default chart is a table chart, and by default you are going to view a live connection. We will not edit anything. It's trying to open a real-time analysis dashboard. By default, as I said, with the first three records, you're going to view in the form of a table chart. So here, if you're observing, currently I'm viewing the data. So I want to edit it. I want to change it to some another visualization. We can change it. And even if you want to get it view with a few number of columns, by enabling these columns, we can try to edit, we can see the data also. Let me showcase to you a few important functionalities here. Let me edit it, edit. So once I can start editing, I can see the columns here too, as I said, number of columns and so on. We can change the pivotal mode to unpivot to the pivot, edit, click on edit. So here, as I said, by default chart, currently I'm using it as an table chart. We can change it to something like a bar chart. And we can also configure the conditional formatting as well as edit interactions too if you are working with multiple number of visualizations as per the configurations and control. Let me change it and apply the changes. So these are the as per the current data set or a completely negative values. Let me showcase to you a few more additional visualizations. So how we are going to get add again few more analysis errors, few more visualizations. So from here we can add it as a new tile, or we can navigate back to the event house. We can get it create few more queries and then call this particular visualization. So what I will do in the sense, my preferable approach is I can get start with a new tile because I want to get add another visualization by taking analysis of by taking the reference of stock data, click on new tile. So from here we can execute the query and apply the changes. As I said, by default chart it is a table chart. Let's start one more query I have created. I just have to change average volumes part. I have to change only the table name. The table name is stock destination. So extent, it's trying to find out an average volumes based on the stock analysis, volumes of the stock volume data. So let's try to execute it. Execute. It will get displayed the results. So you can see these are the three. Apply the changes. As I said, by default chart, it is a table chart. We can try to change it to some other visualization. As I said, let's try to edit. Currently, we are in the edit mode and use this time column chart. Completely live analysis, and also one more chart I'm going to display to you with a card visualizations by taking the reference of count. So we can get it visualize the analysis in this way, and also we can try to explore this data. So we have an explore button on the top, a quick ad hoc analysis we can try to prepare using this explore data functionality too. So from here, can we edit the data or not? Can we see the queries or not? So we can navigate back to the existing KQL query set. which will be get it redirect to the event house, and from there we can do a few more queries. We can write the data transformations part, and we can do the further activities. And a quick references, it is trying to visualize a pie chart too from here. So what I will do in the sense, I'll just try to showcase to you. Assume that I want to get it pin this visualization by using a data activator. How we are going to set an alert mechanism from this particular window. So we can get it refreshed. So by default, it is 1 hour. We can change it and we can configure the last 15 minutes based. If you want to get it refresh the data, we can configure it too. So as I said, how we are going to set the alert notification. So let's try to configure the new tile, new alert based on every 5 minutes interval. By default, it is. And I want average volume, and the condition is changes. Whenever the value changes, I want to get an email notifications to me. So from this workspace, try to configure with the my activator bid price, stock bid price, create. So whenever there is some change on this average bid price value, we will see the notification alert mechanisms. So suppose if it is exceeding some value, we can configure based on the conditions that has been proposed. So it will take some time. Yeah. This is one way of showcasing the how we are going to make use of the event stream. First we were creating the event stream, and next we have configured the event stream, existing event stream, to our event house. One more example which I'm going to showcase to you. So let me open it. Reflexes, previously we are going to call it as a reflexes. The name is, I mean, setting an alert mechanism in this way. It's trying to navigate to this reflexes. So icons are completely different. If you're observing the left hand side, this is the reflex, and this is an dashboard, real-time dashboard which we created. This is the database, and this is the event house, and last one is the event stream. So icons, please try to observe here. Each and every icon is individual, and it is giving some additional errors, additional beneficial to our real-time hubs. Let me showcase to you one more approach. What I will do in the sense, in another approach, in this example, I'm going to get it create via event house, via event house. I will get it extract the data. I mean, I will inject the data after creating the event house, a new event stream, and then I want to get it visualize a streetwise analysis. I mean, like, we are going to extract the bike streaming data, right? Streetwise, how many number of bikes count, I'm going to observe, I'm going to showcase to you now. So in the same workspace, let me remove it, this icon, so that we'll not get it confused. I just open a new, I mean, same workspace, but another way of extraction. So as per the architecture, real-time data analysis, first we can get it start with the real-time analysis to get it inject the data, and we can create the event house, and we can do the further processing the data and start creating the real-time dashboard. But this time I'm going to showcase to another way of doing some more aggregation methodology in the event stream. So if you're observing, this is my workspace, new item, click on the new item. This time I'm going to create event house first, giving the name as bicycle analysis, event house name. First I'm creating the event house. So it's a completely blank event house and no empty, I mean, completely empty records, empty table. If you're observing here, this is a completely blank, no data, no data. Currently I haven't extracted any data here. Fine. How we are going to load a database? So as I said, from here, after creating the left hand side, if you're observing event house, and this is the icon for the event house database, KQL database. So I'm going to get it extract the data, that is, which is a live streaming data. So let's try to select get data. Event stream, I'm not going to use any existing. I'm going to create from here new event stream. Create it bicycle stream. which is currently a streaming source system. Create. And underscore will not accept. Naming conventions are very sensitive, so just try to make sure that you can use an hyphen operator and you can also combine the word. It will not accept underscore and so on. Fine. So currently I'm at the event stream. I haven't pulled any data. So what are the data source it will be get support? As I said, it will be get support more than, as per my observation, 50 plus source systems we can get it extracted. So few of the source systems currently approximately 3 to 4 we are extracting for our real-time dashboarding part. So currently what I will do in the sense as a part of our learning, I'm going to showcase to use a sample data. Click on this. By default it is a bicycle. Maybe if we can change it to the some other default, which is available streaming source systems from here. So previously I worked with the stock market analysis. This time, as I said, bicycle analysis we will try to work it on. Source name bicycle. So see here, space hyphen, these are all special, so don't use it, or else just try to combine it. So it will take some time to showcase the data here. Test result, these are the number of columns that are available, and here our requirement is I want to get it to visualize street wise number of bikes. Okay, multiple columns are available, and we are just observing the data how it will be get passed. Bicycle is our source. Streaming analysis, which we have extracted the streaming data source. And here what is the one more tab which is already connected means, so from here we can get create a destination, or if you want to perform some more transformations we can perform it from here. So currently if you are observing our database, bicycle analysis database, let me refresh it. Refresh. Currently we have only the bicycle streaming data, complete analysis. Let me showcase to you. Let me execute it so that we can see the data. Anything is coming? Nothing. So we have to get it configure the database. Let's try to configure to the destination. So it's completely blank. So we have to get it configured to the destination. So let me configure one more time. Uh, bicycle source, add it. This is what we just observed. Let me start get add the destination from here itself. Event house. We have to give a connection. So please observe here, we have to provide a connection between source to the destination. So just a kind of a drag and drop from here. And once you can try to select the destination event house, you can see in the right hand side data ingestion mode at two approach: direct inject to the source to the destination, or you want to get it configure a particular workspace, you want to get it configure, and you want to create it as a new table name and so on. These configurations we have to provide down corner. So event processing before streaming. So what I will do in the sense, I'll just try to configure my source destination name, source to the destination, that is bicycle, giving the name as destination. And a workspace, currently I'm using real-time data demo. This is the workspace name. And here, if you're observing, already we completed the stock analysis. I'll just try to provide the bike analysis is my event house name. So currently I have used bicycle analysis only. KQL database, same. And the destination, you want to create it as a new table. So let's try to create it as a table name, bicycle table. Done. And it's going to store in the form of a JSON file format. Save it. So we are just trying to transfer the injected data to the event house database. The database is bicycle analysis is our database. So from there we can write the queries, custo queries, and also we can start writing, like a number of statements as per the optimization smart we can write it, and from there we can also build the real-time analytics dashboard. Let me showcase to you. So it will take some time. No errors. and we have to get it published. Currently it is in edit mode, it's not in the live mode. Let's try to publish it, so that this particular event stream, it will be get published and this table will be visible to you in the event house. So we have to see some active notification also to the destination, just like this. It will take some time. So by default date format is a JSON, and the data insights, so we can see the complete live data here, source to the destination, streaming data here. Last, I will take any queries if you have anything. So source and the destination, we have get it configured to the event house. And few more things I'll just try to showcase to you before executing the data, still loading. On the settings part, you can configure with the sensitivity, which is important, as per if data is confidential. And this retention is important, which we will configure it, because we don't want to maintain the historical analysis. The intention is 1 to 90 days. You can configure it accordingly, the data retention period. And event throughput is one more additional feature. As per the streaming, like ingestion or else aggregation, we can get it optimized based on this configuration high as per the data which we are currently working on. Like it supports with a petabytes. I mean, we are currently working with GBs, TBs. Even the petabytes data with the same speed of execution with the same timestamp, we can observe it. So the event throughput, we can get it configured from this event throughput as per the data extractions to get it load are visible to you. Still loading. Let me navigate back to the database and let's try to refresh it here. So by default, it's showcased in the query set. Go to the database. Let's try to refresh it here. Bicycle. This is my table. If you are observing bicycle, on the right hand side, as I said, table details. So how many number of records and so on. Those analysis, it will be visible to you on the right hand side. And if you're just trying to write the queries by selecting this query set, we can write the KQL queries. So let me start writing bicycle table. Give me a minute. Let me see whether it's completed or not completed. You can see the same active. Refresh. Bicycle table. Execute. So we are just trying to take the count. Take is the keyword. As I said, pipeline is an operator which will be used for the logical operations for the Kuster query. And even we can use the OR operator as well, double pipelines. And I just want to count the number of records, bicycle table, 122 number of records. And last, 1 hour based, the data ingestion mode. Let's try to execute it. We can see. So here, I'll just try to showcase to you. So if you want to view, like as I said, street, this particular street, we can write a double inverted code bicycle. So whenever you are writing the table name, just to try to paste or else just try to use the table name. This is the database table name. And here we can pass the project or else maybe we can directly write the street informations too. So street based on this. 1 minute. Let me already written. 1 minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay. Some other. Okay, fine. No issues. Okay. With this session, I'll just try to showcase to you, pin it to the existing dashboard, which is already there. Top 3. Previously, we created this particular dashboard and give the tile name as bicycle summary created. And last, one more approach I'll just try to showcase to you how we're going to get created the Power BI report, the live streaming data summary. So by default chart, as we already aware, this is a table chart. So from here, by changing from the view from view to edit, we can change as per the, I mean like different types of analysis. Let me edit it. I'll just try to showcase to only the count of analysis, count of records for last 24 hours. So here, visual type, instead of using the table, let me use a static, fine, no issues, 200, visualize it. And we can also adjust as per the requirements, like we can adjust the visualizations too, just like how we will try to create the Power BI dashboards. This one also, let me change it to some other. Okay, and just try to view it. Save the changes. And this setting on alert notification and all we already discussed, like a summary page. If you want to get it, configure the alert notification if it is exceeds. Maybe if you're 250, 200, 210, something like that, we can configure the alert mechanism by using the data activators too. So here, real time intelligence, I mean, like maybe it's a completely end-to-end unified platform. If you are working on the real data, which is a streaming data as per your projects, it is the best approach to make it utilize from one single window, that is Microsoft Fabric. So from there, we can get it start creating the data extraction via event stream. Basically, that is the first approach, and start loading the data. That's instead of saying it as a loading, we can do the data processing inside of this event house by using KQL language, Kusto query language. And from there, we can do the further visualizations, like creating the real-time dashboards, and further, like as I said, setting an alert mechanism and monitor the data set size as well. So on this particular database window, if you're observing, we can also monitor the database size as well. So by selecting the number of the, maybe currently I'm extracting one single table, we can also get it configured. We can see the number of what is the size of it. On the left hand side, you can see the 20 KB is the file size and 12.1 KB is the original file size. Fine. Still, if we want to prepare one more table by using the bicycle example, bicycle analysis, we will try to navigate back to the streaming analysis. We can create it. So currently, if you're observing, it just injected the data, but we haven't performed any data transformation. So fine, maybe if you want to get it perform some data transformation, how we are going to do that? Let me showcase you last example from this, from the event stream. I'm just trying to, currently it is alive. Let me edit it. So as I said, street-wise number of by counts. So I want to visualize it. So what I will do in the sense, I'm going to write, I mean, using the transformation event, group by, one more. We have to, don't forget, we have to give a connection. So where you are trying to take the reference. So I'm trying to take the reference from the bike stream. So try to provide the connection to this. 1 second. Okay. So I want to do some, as I said, I want to get it to visualize the total number of bikes based on the number of streetwise, right? So how we are going to get it do that? So you have to select this edit option, group by. So we have to choose what type of an summarization you are trying to follow. So you want to do an average, count all the day summarization, all the aggregation functionalities it is supporting. Currently, I want to perform summation, sum of. So which column you want to do a sum? So currently the bike data set, I want to do a sum number of bike space. So add it. This is first aggregation we have completed. And for the time interval prospect, there are different timing functions we have, like a hopping, session, snapshot, tumbling. So every 5 minutes of interval, how many number of bikes it is trying to get add. That particular analysis I want to perform. So trembling I'm using, and the aggregation field is by default. So here I'm going to choose the street. It's an optional streetwise analysis as I said. Street and trembling, and every 5 seconds duration offset is 0 seconds. Save it. Fine. This is one more step after the data extraction, which you are trying to do another table with a total number of bikes based on streetwise. So how we are going to store and where this particular transformed data will be get stored. So I want to store it in the new table. So same destination table, but it is a new table. So how we are going to get it create? Add destination event stream. So I want to create event stream with the destination name street bikes table. Underscore is not allowed, sorry. Workspace, same workspace, real time data, event house, bicycle analysis. I want to store next to this. Okay, already bicycle table is there. I want to get it create a new table in the same event house, bicycle analysis, KQL database, that is bicycle analysis only. Destination table, but I want to create, as I said, new table, right? Let's try to create street table. I don't want to reuse the existing one. That is a complete data set. Street bikes. Okay, new table, JSON file. Save it and try to give a connection from this transformations to the destination. So here we can just try to drag and drop, give the connection. Save it, publish it. It will take some time as per the data. And if I can navigate back to the database, you can see two tables already. Bicycle table is there. Another table is street table, street bikes table. It will be get added here. So just give me a minute. Refresh. Yeah, here street table. So the extraction, you can see here how much time it is taking. Data is, if you are working with a huge data sets, like example, currently one of the project I'm working with terabytes of data, the live data, live streaming data, it's executing like a seconds based. So street data set, let's try to observe it, how many number of bikes we have, like street bikes count, execute it, sorry, execute it. Still execute. 1 second now. Let me navigate it back. Is it still loading? Sorry, still loading. Once it is completed, I can see the number of records also. Any questions in the meantime? If you have any questions, let me know. I hope you follow the process, and if you have any queries, let me know. After the session also you can get connect with me so that I can help you if required. Last table. Still data is executing, so that's why you're not seeing any records, but table information has been get visible. See here, it's active now. Let me navigate back to the event house database. Let's try to fire the same query. Let's see the data. Street banks. You can see it's 72 number of records. So in this way, we can get it, see the real-time analysis, the live data streaming, and also you can start data refreshes by minute, and even we can try to configure the custom time ranges too. If you can try to refresh it, the data, the visualizations will be get changed. You can see the summary as well as it will be get changed as per the live streaming and live data. Fine, I'm done. And if you have any queries, please let me know, and I'm ready to take your queries. Yeah. Any queries? Yeah. Let me go through it. Parth, I'm done. Thank you so much. And if you have any queries, please connect with me. That is my LinkedIn handle. So I'm ready to support if you have any queries on this real-time source systems part, or else maybe if you want any other references, I can guide it from my side. Yeah, Path, I'm done.
I don't know why streamer. Yeah. So we have a question from Suparna Babu. He's asking like,
Yes.
can we apply RLS to this real-time
Currently
dashboard?
RLS, no, currently RLS is not yet added. So maybe the future in Suparna Babu. Yeah, I know him. Yeah. Hi Suparna.
So another question from Pranita. She's asking
Yeah.
like, can we get any kind of real data in this, or only the data is available in the workspace?
Currently, right, Pranita, one few of the data sets Microsoft is providing, so you can play with this. So in real time, if you want to try, means some of the Postman's PubNub data sets are there, and some streaming data sets are there. So we can use it for testing part. But if you are working real time, you can start exploring, like it is not with one particular industry, all the sectors, logistic, manufacturing, finance, retail sector, time to time basis. If you want to get it work with the live streaming data source, we have to get a chance in industries only, but not practical mode, you can just try with the sample data sets provided by Microsoft. Hope I have answered to you.
Okay. So there's one more question from Suparna
Yeah,
Babu again.
yeah.
Like, which databases will be supported for KQL?
Which databases currently, Suparna Babu, I'm using Azure related Databricks, and I'm even using the IoT related data sources. I have to check few more. I have to check as working with Microsoft projects. Yeah. Live streaming only, like log analytics I'm using Azure log analytics, and another one is from live source system from Azure related data sources completely.
So there is a question again by
Yeah.
Suparna Babu. Like, can we use SQL instead of KQL?
No, just use it KQL only. KQL will be supported, but SQL transformations, it's not a native. That's what from the limitations part. So we can try with the statements. We can write it. I mean, like what we just observe the data, read only, but we cannot write it, or else we cannot change the KQL completely to the TSQL. I hope you're asking about TSQL, right? TSQL, transaction SQL. Yeah, it's not a natively supported.
So another question from Alberto. He's asking like, how do you manage permissions on dashboards if RLS is not supported yet?
Currently RLS is not yet supported, so maybe I have to check the functionality as per the latest implementations. But if you are planning for the real-time data, just play with this real-time analysis by using the real-time dashboards. The sensitivity mode and capabilities, it is already, I mean, it is already in place, but maybe in future we can expect the RLS also, we can get it implement. But what I have observed is from the one lake, once we can get it configured from the data warehouse configurations, there we have an one lake, it's still a preview feature, one lake for row level security, there we can get it configured, but I haven't tried that approach. I mean, if you are loading the data into the one lake, and from there you are trying to pull it into the real-time analysis. Hope I
Great.
have
Any
answered
more
to you,
questions?
Alberto.
Yep. I hope this
Any other
answers all the
questions?
questions. I
Yeah.
don't think any more questions coming up.
Yeah.
So okay, let's call for a
Hope
wrap.
I have answered. Yes. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone. Thanks for participation. It's completely a new topic, and it's very. I mean, whoever working on the real data source system, streaming kind of a thing, which real source. I mean, minute to minute. If you want to see some analysis, it's the right time to get it explored. This real time intelligence from Microsoft Fabric. Yeah.
And also, like, so we have this 3 episode series. Please don't miss out the series, and also do complete the survey, which can help us to understand more what kind of sessions you all need. And here is the series link. It's already in the chat. Bring it up on the screen. Please do not miss this 3 part series. This is a great series by Rajendra. Thank you all so much for joining us
Thank
today. Thank you, Rajendra. Thank you, everyone.
thank you, Pat. Thank you. Yeah.